Hi, this is Kelli, Certified Health Coach.
And this is Scarlett, your life coach here in the Valley of the Sun. Welcome to hot in Arizona. 85 flippin' degrees.
And it is absolutely beautiful.
Oh my God, best day. Seriously.
Yep.
It is gorgeous. I mean, everything is like looking green. The sky is blue, not
Tiny
a cloud.
little breeze.
Oh, yeah. Tiny little breeze. The mountains are like looking like they're in 3D.
Yep.
Everything is gorgeous. I love it. I love it.
Beautiful.
That's why we're here, right?
Yep.
Arizona. It's awesome.
Yep.
So how's everything going?
Oh, you know.
I have hair.
So, me too.
In my
I have
face.
like crazy, weird.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I don't...
Who knows? Anywho. Huh. So, you know, we've been talking these past few weeks. We've been covering some hot stuff.
We have.
It has gotten warm, you know?
Yep. Sure
Temperature
has.
was rising.
Yeah.
But today, I want to talk about a different hot. What the hell was going on in your neighborhood?
It was
happened?
crazy.
Oh my God, you post on Facebook. So a couple years ago on Valentine's Day, I posted the fire truck in front of my house because my house caught fire.
Right.
It was a lot of smoke. There were flames, but my oldest son actually had the fire knocked down before the fire department got there, and they just finished it off with my garden hose. Tore down a bunch of walls and whatnot. A lot of smoke. It was in the afternoon, kind of hazy out, drizzly. Mine didn't look very dramatic. Yours, you post at night, so of course it's pitch black.
Right.
And these flames.
It's flying, yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I will tell you, I don't think I've been that scared in a really long time. It was terrifying.
When you posted those pictures, I instantly started to cry.
Yeah, I was crying. I was panicking, and and I answer pretty horrific phone calls.
Oh yeah.
But when it's your own drama, I mean, I had that total adrenaline burst, which makes you shaky, and I just could not stop shaking. And I just was watching this thinking, oh my gosh, all my hard work is going to go up in flames, So I was on the phone with a friend, and I hear...
Well, first off, thank God that you were on the phone with a friend.
Right.
Because normally you go to bed early.
I do. And it was about 7:30. And I was thinking, about going to sleep, but he had called, and I was like, well, okay, I'll just talk to him for a little bit. And I'm on the phone, and I hear people outside, and that's not unusual because kids run around, and my neighbor is very active neighborhood, and so it was no big deal. But then it kept getting louder and louder and louder, and next thing I know, as I'm getting ready to get up and look outside, see what was going on, there's banging on my door. And I open the door, and my neighbor is standing there, and she does not speak English, and she says, no English, fire 911. And I was like, there's a fire? I'm still on the phone at this point. I go, there's a fire? She said, yes. And so I stepped outside to see what she was talking about. And there's a laundry room right next to my trailer. Literally, there's a 4-foot span between me and the laundry room. Yeah. And the laundry room is literally glowing inside. Oh my God. And I was like, oh shit. That was exactly my words. Oh shit. Oh my God. I go, I gotta go. And I hung up the phone, and I called 911. And I got put on hold on 911. I put on my flip-flops.
Okay, so being 911 dispatchers.
Yes.
I mean, how much trouble would we be in?
Oh yeah.
If that would have happened.
Yeah. I think it's an automatic thing. When they have too many phone calls, it automatically rolls to hold. So while I'm on hold, and this is all happening in a matter of seconds.
Oh yeah.
I put on my flip-flops, I grab my purse, I pick up my dogs. I'm carrying my dogs like this.
Oh my God.
And I run outside, and in that time, the window had blown out, and
Oh my gosh.
in the laundry room.
Oh, how scary.
And flames were shooting out of the building and sparks. And I had to run right by that because my car was parked right there. So,
oh my God.
My dogs and I run past the burning building.
Oh my God.
Because I didn't want to get trapped back there.
Oh no.
And so we go running past the flames. I throw my dogs in the car. I start to back out. The whole neighborhood is standing in the street.
Oh my God.
And one of them asked
You're
me,
like, move.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, one of them, there were 2 other cars parked right there, and he's like, do you know who those are? And I said, I think they belong to that trailer right next on the other side.
Right.
And so I go park my car with my dogs in it at the end of the street, lock my dogs in the car. I come walking back. Finally, 911 picks up as I'm throwing the dogs in the car. I tell them what's happening, and I'm like, this building is right next to my trailer. She's like, I understand. I go, I don't think you do.
Okay, that's really kind of funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Just considering the line of work.
I know, I'm telling you, it's completely different when you're on the other side. I have much more empathy for people now.
Who call and say, you need to get here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, I can't shit an officer.
Exactly. Exactly. So I come walking back down. I'm telling everybody, I'm like, you guys need to move your cars because the trucks can't get down here if we don't clear the street out, you know? So finally, a fire department gets there. They're literally running around. And if you work in the line of work we do, firemen don't run.
No.
They don't. And so these guys were actually running and trying to pull hoses and things like that.
I mean, that's when you really know it's serious.
Right.
Right? Because they don't run.
2 neighbors have their garden hoses out there, and they're trying to, do it. One of them, I walked up to him and I was like, can you spray my trailer? He's like, I already did. He had sprayed down that whole side of the trailer. Oh. And I was really scared because my propane tanks are right there by the fire. And I had just filled one of them, literally a couple hours prior. Literally a couple hours prior.
Oh my God.
And there's a tree at the corner of the building, and the branches reach over and almost touch my trailer. And that tree was starting to catch on fire. And I was like, oh my gosh, my trailer.
This is like every worst case that could be.
Right. And I mean, this thing is just like engulfed. I mean, it's the craziest thing.
It was the pictures that you had. I mean, everything. Yeah. It was just red.
Exactly.
It was just red. The sky was red. Everything around it was red with like the yellow flames.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you could see.
It was insane. And I was pretty panicked and freaking out. And this lady across the street, she's a really young girl. She has a baby, a very nice couple. And she came up to me and she like touched me on the arm and she's like, how is your home? And I said, I don't know yet. Oh, and she's like,
yeah, because from where your home is, you couldn't see.
Right. I couldn't tell if it was touching, if it was, I mean, and those trailers, they go up so fast. If they get a little spark and they're going to go up.
It's a tinderbox.
Exactly.
They really are.
Yeah. So I was pretty panicked. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I hope it's okay. If you need anything, I'm right across the street. It was really sweet.
Oh, gosh.
And so when it was all said and done and they had it mostly out and they were just kind of wandering around looking to check things out, I talked to a couple firefighters and I was like, that's my trailer, is it okay? And they're like, yeah, it seems to be fine, but that's the guy you want to talk to. So I went over and talked to the captain and he was like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, okay.
So in one of the pictures that I saw, you could see a little bit of your trailer in this glow. Fire travels so quickly. I mean, you, again, working as a dispatcher, and you've been like a small town dispatcher.
Yes.
Highway patrol, you don't get this very much. Well, you do when they have to shut down the road because fire will jump a highway.
Yes. Yep. Fires.
It will jump
very
a
erratic.
road And especially, it's almost like it looks,
Yeah.
Those flames are looking. Ooh, I'll jump to that tree.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
it literally will jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a choya.
Yep.
It's like, don't get too close. It'll jump. And when you said that your house was okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was in complete disbelief, just total shock.
Oh, me too. Well, here's the crazy part. When I left, I didn't even shut the door all the way. It was open about this far.
Again, worst case scenario all the way around.
Right. Because when I shut the door, I have to like really pull the latch to get it to click. And I didn't want to take the time.
Oh, no.
And so I literally just shut it until it hit, and then I ran and I had the dogs in my arms, and so it was really hard to fight with it and whatever. So I was like, oh well, if it's going to go, it's going to go. There's nothing I can do about it. And literally a whole outside of my trailer is wet, dripping, and there's not one single drop of water inside my trailer. Not one.
Girl.
There was literally a bubble over my trailer. Literally a bubble.
The angels fight on your side, man.
Oh, my mom was telling me, she's like, I pray that everybody's home is protected every single day. I pray for that.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, and there was literally a bubble over
nothing. They're really, seriously, it is only like 4 feet.
Yeah.
And all it takes is one
spark.
Just one little lick from that flame.
Yep.
And you would have been done.
Yep.
You would have been done.
Yep.
I mean, that is absolutely amazing.
It was
amazing. It is so scary. Where was your daughter?
She was at work.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, because I couldn't have dealt with her anxiety on top of it all.
So when this all happens, okay, and like you said, you grabbed your dogs and you left.
Yeah.
When it comes down to that, now I'm going to kind of get off a little bit on my tangent. You downsized a lot.
Yes.
Okay. And you do have some valuable things in storage. But when it comes down to it, did it really matter?
No.
Nope. You grabbed the only things that mattered.
Yep.
Would it have been sad?
Oh, terrible.
Oh, sure.
And I would have been devastated.
Absolutely. However, at that point, it didn't matter. It was just stuff.
Yeah. The fact that I had my daughter was at work, and I had my dogs. That's all that mattered.
That's all that mattered. Yeah. Seriously. When things like that happen, you think, you know what? It's just stuff.
Yeah.
It can all be replaced. It would be hard, but it didn't matter.
Right.
Now, do they know what caused it?
They have not said yet.
No. Yeah. Wow, that is so scary. So very scary.
Yes.
It could have been anything. It could have been something electrical. It could have been, I told my son, I'm like, it makes me right now want to pull out my dryer, clean that out.
Oh, totally. You should totally clean out your dryer vents. So
absolutely.
The vents in the wall need to be cleaned out regularly.
Yeah.
Who knows how much stuff was in there, because it was old.
Yeah. And a lot of people use it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is a laundry room for this neighborhood. So there are a lot of people.
And I was going to do laundry that day, and I didn't do it.
Wow.
I was like, I really need to do laundry, but I was too tired to do laundry, and I just didn't do it.
That is just amazing. So you said that you had somebody knocking on your door.
Yes.
Somebody that you didn't know.
Didn't know her.
I mean, she's obviously a neighbor.
Right. She's one of the immediate neighbors, but I don't know which one.
But you hadn't actually met her.
Right.
I think, and I preach this all the time, and even on my Facebook page for Heart Prince AZ, I do my Sundays at 7. I have numerous times brought it up on there, how important it is to know your neighbors.
Absolutely.
And not only to really know them, but, just to be a good person. Okay, first of all, they didn't have to.
No.
Seriously.
No,
they didn't have to.
No.
They could have said, well, I didn't know she was home. I don't know her. I don't, you know. Your little house is back off the road.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's right there on the road with the others.
Right.
That people are just going down the... I mean, they would have had to walk past this burning building.
Yep.
To say, hey, don't speak English, but I know the word fire.
Yep, exactly.
It is just really, really important to me. And it should be to everybody.
Absolutely.
To look out for others.
Absolutely.
Always look out for... Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. And kind of get to know your neighbor's habits a little bit, you know, just so that when you notice there's something that's a little off kilter.
Right. You know, when the side of my house caught fire, like I said, there was a lot of smoke first because of where the fire was. And there was a woman driving down the street who just happened, as we were coming out, she stopped and backed up because she wanted to make sure that we were aware.
Right.
Because just knowing that, okay, the garage door is closed, there's all this smoke coming from between these homes, she just wanted to make sure, hey, did you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't know if your house smokes normally, but to let you know, and which I thought was really kind of her.
Absolutely.
So for them to do that, and not to say anything, you know, bad about anything, but sometimes people who do not speak the language are a little hesitant.
Yes.
Because what if they don't understand me?
Right.
I don't want to put myself out there because I don't know if I can convey the message I'm trying to get through.
Right.
But she did.
Right. She did.
And that is, and you know, like you said, the window had just blown out. So if she had hesitated anymore, if you had hesitated anymore, again, those trailers go up in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
And so who knows?
Right.
Who knows what may have happened?
Right.
How
I'm very
scary.
grateful. I'm very grateful for my neighbors.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, really.
Oh, I am too. I'm grateful for your neighbors.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, when I saw it, I just started crying.
Yeah.
I'm going to cry now. I was so frightened for you.
Yeah, it was terrifying. That has to be one of the most terrifying things I've ever been through. I mean, it was... Fire scares me anyway.
Yes, fire and water.
Yes, exactly. I'm afraid of drowning and I'm afraid of burning.
Yes,
so
exactly.
The fact that there was a fire so close to my home, that was really, really scary for me. And you know, I was just really grateful my daughter wasn't home because she has such high anxiety that I was like, oh, I couldn't have dealt with her anxiety and mine at the same time.
Right.
So I was really grateful for that.
Yeah. See, it's like, even though it was like, you know, all the worst case scenarios, it was also all the best case scenarios.
Oh, totally. It was, I prayed for gratitude after this whole thing because I was like, it could have been so bad, but it wasn't.
No.
My trailer could have gone up. The trailer on the other side could have gone up.
Well, and if that had happened, then the whole
street would have gone up because that's what happens. It just travels
quickly.
So so I was just, I couldn't believe how blessed I was that this place was just literally protected. And I have another picture. I did not post it, but I have another picture of some of the burnt wood that had flown. And it is literally 4 or 5 inches from the edge of my trailer. I mean, it is literally right there at the edge of the trailer.
Oh my God.
And there's several pieces of it, you know, and so it was literally like there was this shield and then it bounced off.
That is amazing.
It was incredible. It was incredible. That's all I can say. It was incredible.
I mean, so for as scary as it was,
yes,
it really puts life in perspective and kind of gives you a different view.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I told my mom today, I said, Mom, you know, it's like I kind of have started becoming more of a minimalist anyway, But after this week, I'm like, I could be totally fine just getting rid of the trailer completely and living out of a van and being okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
Because with very little stuff, because I don't need that stuff.
No, you really don't. You want it.
Right.
Some of it's fun to have. But the thing that I have found is that so much of the stuff we have is because we want it because either somebody else has it or we want to show them, look what I have and you don't.
Right, exactly.
And it basically, it does come down to that. When you look at the things that you actually need and the things that you just want.
Right.
Yeah, it is truly amazing. It is. And I am so glad that it was not worse.
Me too.
I am just so glad that you are okay.
Me too.
That your home is okay. And I'm very grateful for your neighbor.
Oh, me too. I just can't believe it. And since I moved in this neighborhood, we've had some issues. I've talked about it before as far as, prowlers and having the helicopter above my place and Phoenix PD walking through my yard. And it's like, that's scary stuff, you know? But I've also, to me, it seems like it was not someone from the neighborhood that was causing these issues. It was someone who'd come into the neighborhood.
Right.
Because the people in the neighborhood are good. And that's what makes me think that maybe we have the homeless come into the laundry room a lot. They come in there to wash their clothes. They try to come into my yard to use my water spigot. That kind of thing. So it kind of makes me wonder, did something happen with that?
Yeah. Could be.
Was it a dryer vent? Was it the lint? Was it electrical? Who knows what it was? I don't know. But one day I had accidentally popped my trunk open. I don't know how I did that, but I had popped my trunk open, and my neighbor across the street comes over, pounds on my door, and he's like, "Hey, your trunk's open." And I was like, "Oh, thanks," and I went out there and closed it. Yeah. I mean, he didn't have to tell me that.
No.
And so I appreciated that very much. We've had another kid down the street. He's like in his 20s. He saw my daughter running to get to the bus stop, and he's like, "You need to go somewhere?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get to work." He's like, "I'll just give you a ride." So, I mean, the neighbors in this neighborhood they're all good people. They're really nice. They look out for each other. They take care of each other.
And again, I probably even shouldn't say this. And because I don't want to, I don't want to sound a certain way.
Right.
But the majority of people in your neighborhood are Hispanic.
Yes.
And they really are close knit.
They are.
They truly, and they will look out for each other and you because you live there. They really are close knit.
Well, and a lot of them, they're family.
Right.
So like the one guy, it's him, and then his father-in-law lives next door, and then his daughter lives next door.
Yeah.
And then, that's just how it is.
And so because you've moved in, you're kind of, family.
Right, exactly. Well, exactly. I mean, they're really nice people. The guy across the street's really super nice. He came over and was looking at the building, and then he started talking to me about it. And
very cool.
So it's just, they're just super great people.
You need to learn Espanol.
I do.
You do.
I could communicate with
them. Un poquito.
Because a lot of them don't speak English.
Right. So just enough to get by, you know. The pleasantries.
Exactly.
How are you? And
exactly.
Yeah.
I could say hola, como estás to the old man across the street.
Well, that's nice. So that's a start.
Yeah, he's very friendly. He actually moved my garbage can for me one day out of the blue.
That is
just
awesome.
Moves it.
It is so great when you have good neighbors.
It is.
It is. And that's, again, people need to know their neighbors. You don't have to be super, super friendly. No. You don't have to be BFFs.
No.
But enough to, again, like you said, know when something's off. Okay, know, the guy obviously knew that you weren't coming back out to your trunk.
Right.
He knew it wasn't supposed to be that way.
Yeah, exactly.
So as long as they know, something's just not quite right, I better check up on this. I think it's really important to at least be on that pleasant basis.
Yes, absolutely.
With your neighbors.
Absolutely.
Well, I am really glad.
Yeah, me too.
That it worked out so well.
Me too.
Any idea when it'll be fixed?
No, I think the insurance people were there yesterday.
It's gonna. So even though it at most right now it's an inconvenience.
It is a brick building, so the main structure seems to be okay. Of course, I'm not an engineer, so I don't know if that's true, but it seems to be okay. The main structure. It's just the roof and the interior and the porch around it. It's bad, but
yeah. Wow. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that it worked out that way.
Me too.
And I'm really happy that neighbor, bless her heart.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Yeah, because that had to be just so scary and just run up there and wow, it does make you rethink things.
It really does. What's important.
Yeah, makes me want to go home and declutter.
Yeah, exactly.
Get rid of a bunch of crap. I don't need this. I really, really don't. Wow. Well, after all that hot stuff, I think we need to cool down.
Yep.
And that is what's going to take us to what is hot in Arizona. So what's hot is what's cool. Yep. And we today are in Scottsdale. We went to an ice cream shop.
We did.
How fun.
It was so fun.
It was actually, what is it called? Sweet Provisions. So it's actually more than just an ice cream shop. They have baked goods, candy galore.
They had tons of candy.
Oh my God. Like old kind of candy. They had Good and Plenty. What is that? Bit of Honey.
I think they had Now and Laters.
Now and Laters. Oh my gosh. They had so much stuff.
They did.
So much stuff. But we did opt for ice cream. And you also got a baked good.
I did.
Yeah.
I had a cookie.
You had a cookie with ice cream topped with strawberries.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It looked super good.
That was my dinner.
I know. I'm so full right now. It's like, bleh. But I had ice cream. And I actually had two different kinds. I had, what was it? Oh, butter pecan, which was super yummy, by the way. And I had mint chip.
Yeah.
Now, normally I love mint chip. It's green, it's pretty, it is minty. This mint chip was not green. And it was phenomenal. Oh my gosh. It tasted like the fresh mint you pick from your garden. Oh my God, it was so good. And it wasn't super sweet.
Yeah.
Even the butter pecan was not super sweet.
Right.
I mean, it's ice cream, so of course it's sweet. But a lot of times you get these other ice creams with all the chemicals, and you're just like, really? I mean, it is the.
Yeah.
This was phenomenal. It was so super yummy. And they had great flavors. It's made fresh every day. And the dairy products that they use come from our own local Shamrock Farms.
Yep.
And for those of you in the know here in Arizona, you see that right off I-17, right near I-10, big old sign, Shamrock. So yeah, locally owned dairy. Products supplied here to Sweet Provisions. They are located at 8120 North Hayden Road in Scottsdale. If you're over in the North Phoenix area, over on the east side of town, even if you're not, it took me, over an hour, but it was worth it.
Yeah, it was. I was
so
good.
Worth it.
It was good.
First of all, Scottsdale's really a pretty town anyway.
It is.
It really is.
They take good care of
And we were
stuff.
eating outside. Again, beautiful day. The smells all around were, so yummy. So yummy.
Yeah, there's a restaurant right next door.
There's a restaurant next door.
Smelled amazing. I was thinking we should go try that sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Plus, I love the name of it, Grassroots.
Yeah, I know. It sounded cool. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. But, so if you're in the neighborhood, 8120 North Hayden Road in Scottsdale, try out Sweet provisions.
Yes.
Perfect on a summer day, perfect on any day, but yeah, for this summer day, it was absolutely fantastic. So that's all I got.
Me too.
All right, hot stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give us a big thumbs up. It lets us know you care. Subscribe and share this with your friends and family, because you never know who needs to hear it. You can also follow Hot in Arizona on Instagram, where you can get pictures of all the fun places we go. I'll even include a picture of your glow-in-the-dark scene.
Yeah.
You can follow, let's see, you can follow me. You can follow me, Scarlett, at HeartPrinceAZ on Facebook and Instagram.
And me, Kelly, at Healthy Heart and Happy Soul, Facebook and Instagram.
Everybody have a great week.
Bye.